everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's FaceOverMatter. So first I'm going to start off with this Milani facial setting spray, and then my foundation came in the mail today. So this is the medium dark 2 in the color Tahoe. This is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and if y'all keep up with me, for the ones that do, y'all know I was waiting on this foundation to come in the mail. And this one, I will say, goes on literally my skin tone, but this foundation does oxidize, so it does become a little orange. It's not super orange like I was disliking, but it does give that orange tint. So this will be perfect for the summertime, but I think I will stick with the medium dark 1 just because I don't have a tan right now, and then because the foundation does oxidize, so eventually the foundation does start to look my shade once, you know, by the time I leave the house, I'll be good to go. Next, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in medium dark warm. This is my favorite concealer. And then I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Duo Fiber brush, almost like a stippling brush almost, and using the e.l.f. Contour Palette in the color medium. I'm going to be taking the 2 darkest shades in the palette, which are the contour shades, of course. And then I'm going to be putting a little bit around my nose to try to chisel my nose a little bit. Taking that Milani spray again just before I blend everything in. This is just going to help set the makeup as well as just help it all blend together. And my beauty blender is a little dirty. It's the nude one. Just don't pay any attention to how dirty it is, but it's okay. So I'm just going to blend all of that in until I get my liking. So right here, I just feel like I do look a little dark, but I think that's just because of how the foundation is starting to oxidize, but it's okay. It came all together very nicely. Then I'm going to set the concealer with my Benign Banana Powder, and I'm using an ELYSIUM brush. I forgot the name of it, but I do have a discount code for the website if you're interested in these brushes. But I decided not to bake because I wanted the skin to be kind of luminous, especially when we add the highlighter, which I'm doing here, which is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey, my favorite highlighter of all time. And plus this look is almost, I guess, sort of springtime. I know it's not spring yet, but I feel like this is a way to bring in the spring. So I still wanted my skin to look a little dewy, so I didn't want to bake. So next I'm going to be taking the Tarteist Pro palette, and I'm going to be first taking the shade called Whimsy. That's W-H-I-M-S-Y. I'm trying to do better on my pronunciation. Someone tried to call me out about it before, but I will try better to pronounce these. I think it's called Whimsy. And I was in Sephora the other day, and I was so excited about this palette that they had it, and I love these shades. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. If you have it, then you know what I'm talking about. But this shade is sort of like a peachy brown kind of color. I actually really love it. It's on the warm side, and I think it's a perfect shade for the spring or summertime, especially if you just want to wear it by itself. Next, I'm going to be taking the color in that same palette called Smoked, and I'm just going to be running that one all into the crease. And basically, just as the name is said, I'm going to try to smoke it out a little bit. I didn't want to smoke it to where it becomes grungy, but I wanted to smoke it out enough to where I get some really nice definition into my crease that is non-existent. Because y'all know how I feel about my eyes, but I feel like I'm doing better with trying to do more eyeshadow looks for you guys. So I did post this on my Instagram, and you guys loved it. So I was so glad that you guys liked it. So Instagram, seen it first. Just follow me on Instagram if you have not already. And then I'm going to go back in with that Whimsy color. I'm going to try to blend out the darker shade just so it can kind of blend together with a beautiful like gradient effect. Alright, next I'm going to be going on top of the lid with this color called Minx. And this is one of the colors that's located all the way to the right of the palette. All the other shades in the palette are matte, but they have 4 shades that are like shimmery foil kind of like. And I also added a lot of my facial spray, the Milani spray, to my brush and actually to the actual eyeshadow itself before I applied it. But it's a beautiful foiled kind of like purplish color. I thought it was absolutely stunning. I love it. And this eyeshadow actually looks a lot better when you add some kind of moisture to it. So use your Fix Plus, use your facial spray. If you don't have any of that, just use some water and you'll be good to go. Next, I'm going to be taking that Whimsy color again. I'm going to be running that one on the lower lash line. And just to add like a pop of something, just to kind of bring the look a little bit, you know, flirty or whatever you want to call it, I did add this color called Mod, M-O-D. And this one's actually just like a rich, pinkish, purpley like shade. It's super pigmented. These eyeshadows are very pigmented. But I did add that one just a little bit to kind of bring it all together. And then I also added that purple shade, Minx. in the lower lash line as well. And then of course I already added my inner corner highlight, which was the Laura Geller highlighter. Next, I'm going to be using a Makeup Geek eyeliner pencil. This is in the shade Mint. And I'm just going to line that one. At first I was going to use either white or nude like I usually do, but I said, yo, I need some color. So I remembered I did have these Makeup Geek pencils, so thank you Makeup Geek for sending me these. But yeah, I just wanted to add that into my waterline, and I think it actually really, really did work out. So next I'm going to curl my lashes and then add my wing. This liquid liner I'm using is the NYX, this is the NYX liquid eyeliner in black, of course. And I'm just going to do like a simple cute wing, nothing too dramatic because I did not want to ruin my eyeshadow by trying to be extra. So next I'm going to be using the Maybelline Big Shot mascara, which has now become my new favorite mascara, of course. Now I will tell you guys with this mascara, if you add a lot of layers, it will become clumpy. So the less layers, the better, unless you want like really, really dramatic like lashes. Do your thing. So next I'm going to use the Black Radiance Pressed Bronzer. I'm first starting off with Creamy Beige. I think I did use a little bit of the Golden Almond. I'm not sure. I don't think I did. But I didn't want to become too orange with the Golden Almond. And then I'm using this Milani blush in the color Tea Rose. And then of course adding my favorite drugstore lashes. These are the Ardell Wispies, my absolute favorite natural lashes. And I also use the Duo Lash Glue in the clear tone. I've seen a lot of people asking me about what kind of glue did I use. And that's the only one I can really use without it pulling my eyelashes out, because I've tried House of Lashes glue that ripped my eyelashes off and the glue got stuck to my skin. I don't have time for that, so I just took it off. So next I'm going to be lining my lips with this NYX pencil. I honestly forgot the name, but it will be listed down below. And then I'm using a Southern Beauty liquid lipstick in the color Becky, and this shade is in the new collection of the lipsticks from Southern Beauty, and I also have a coupon code in the description bar if you are interested. So here is one lip option. I thought the purple just set everything off. It's just so beautiful. I love how this came out, but of course, if you're not interested into dark lips, I did have an alternative, more nudie peachy shade, and this one is also from Southern Beauty in the shade Stay Humble. Now you can line your lips, especially for women of color. I know sometimes it can be a little weird wearing like really opaque shades, but I did add a little bit of bronzer around my lips because I didn't have my brown liner. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this look down below. I love you guys so much. Please subscribe if you haven't, and God willing, I'll see y'all in my next video.